In Influence Without Authority, Cohen and Bradford talk about the challenges that managers face in getting decisions made, problems solved in organizations. And in organizations, as we have talked about, the challenge that is really different than the decisions individuals have to make um, is this challenge of the division of labor, which is cause of differences of perspective and importance that people see in problems or difference in perspective on solutions. And then also the involvement of different levels of authority, the hierarchy of the organization, complicate organizational decision making. um, what Cohen and Bradford illustrate and talk about is the fact that managers do not typically have the authority to unilaterally make decisions, which means they need to exercise influence without authority. So they basically lack command authority. They can't make anything happen. Though how is it in this environment of partial authority? We have authority over some domain of the organization, but not the authority to make a decision. What is it that managers do? What is the active leadership in this situation? The techniques that Cohen and Bradford discuss, I think, can be seen as the social glue that holds together informal networks of managers who cut across different um, departments, different levels of hierarchy, to work together to solve problems in organization. I'd like you to pay attention to um, the relationship to what Cohen and Bradford are talking about, the way influence is used, and how it relates to the garbage can model. In particular, in the garbage can model, this notion of putting together a coalition to address a problem. And so, in the garbage can model, that involves adding solutions, but it also can add additional problems. I mean, all of what the garbage can is talking about is putting together this set of organizational actors that are different interests to resolve a problem. Pay attention and try to understand what the authors mean by currency. You'll notice that they're talking about different kinds of currencies and that coalitions are not just straight swaps. They may be rather involved exchange relationships. And exchange relationships in Cohen and Bradford, I mean, people are taking care of each other. And um, note that how their explanation about relationships, how they persist over time, why they persist over time. And this notion that we use in decision theory, the shadow of the future. Though we don't know what the future is going to be, but people are aware there will be a future. They try and build up stocks of relationships, of favors. It's better to be owed than to owe other people. And, and that shadow of the future is one of the big factors that determines the stability of the relationships and this very strong reciprocity that tends to characterize decision making in coalitions and organizations.